First and foremost, I would like to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. And I would like to give double honors to the elders and to the apostles of Great Millstone, that's teaching the truth and sincerity on the four winds of the earth. And I would like to give a shout out to the Confusion of Faces, which is at the Speckled Bird, and to the 1/3 Whole Filet, scattered abroad on the four winds of the earth. Shalom. So I'm gonna get straight to the point and make this quick as possible. So the Most High, He put this up on my put this up on my heart. Just a couple of days ago, just get straight to the point. I ran into this it's a brother that I know, and he's a real demon, waiting to be destroyed, fitted for destruction. And he's the type of person, we understand that the Most High, He can change the worst of the worst anytime He want to do it. But this brother here, man, he's one of the wicked scoffers that I have ever encountered. And that's not exaggerating. This brother have legions of demons on him, and so we talk briefly over the phone, but keep in mind I know him, so I really know him. But he will pretty much pretend. I put it like this: he don't pretend. He always been the type of person that like to dibble and dabble in different doctrines or different books and different fables of all these different idols, But just for 1 second, he pretended that he was listening, and so I got to showing him a few of the major prophecies. I didn't go in real deep, because how when our people consist of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, once they in their Christianity, you can forget it. You can't tell them nothing. So I kind of not got deep, but just kind of hinted out a few prophecies just to see where his head was, to let him know how close we were to the end. And it goes to show you how these Christianity land, or these Wackatacky Christians, as the apostles up in New York, say, but they have no idea about prophecies. They have no idea how close we are into the end days, or the last days rather. So I asked him, I say, look, man, I say, are you familiar with the mark of the beast? Are you familiar with the third war, which is the Third World War? I say, do you understand that these are two of the major prophecies before the return of who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ? Hamashiach. But hey, look, Yahweh Shah Hamashiach, he got his saying some more off the wall stuff. So, so I got to pull 2 Peter chapter 3 and 3. Okay, first. Because see, this is exactly what he was doing. Going to the book of 2 Peter, chapter 3, verse 3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lust, saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning. So he comes scoffing after his own lust. And he kind of hinted, man, with that wicked laugh, like a witch. Don't no man laugh like, he was just a real wicked, eerie, sound coming from him. He said, man, pretty much what he was saying was, Man, ain't nothing happened yet. Man, ain't nothing gonna happen. You know, I'm gonna continue to do what I'm doing. I'm having a good time. You know? So, but what he really don't understand is that the Most High Yahweh, which is the God of the 1/3 hope elect, hey, look in the house of David, we understand who our God is in that days. And he kept saying that he believed in God, that he believed in God. I asked him, I say, who is God? Who is God? And he said, I believe in G-O-D. I said, well, G-O-D could be, G-O-D could be a number. Hey, look, but hey, many gods. You know, so before we get into the lesson, like I said, I'm gonna make it quick, but it was just something happened in the spirit of the moment, and it kind of weighed on me because I've lost sleep in 2 or 3 nights because this sucker, he drained me. I mean, he took a lot of energy from me, and it kind of weighed on me heavy because this brother had some demons on him. Okay, so you know, so he the type he love to party. So no babbling. So now I'm gonna go to Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes 7:4. Ecclesiastes. Bear with me, it's real. I've been working. My mind ain't sharp. And you know, I get an early start. I have an early start. I get started early, so ain't no excuse though. But just bear with me for a second. Ecclesiastes 7:4. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 4. And the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning. So the whole elect, hey, we are in the house of mourning because we seen all these different these abominations, you know, and then especially go back to this wicked president Biden, you know, so we in mourning right now. But the heart of fools or in the house of mirth. So go back to the wicked brother. Hey, look, he balling. Hey, he balling. Let him tell it. He think he having a grand old time. So he's in the house of mirth. He having a good time. But the hopeful elect, we are in the house of mourning because we understand what's about to happen. We understand that the troubles and the death and the pestilence that the Most High Yahweh is about to unleash on this place, but he using these wicked heathen to do it. But this brother, he's in the house of mirth. You know, he go about his day. You know, as I was talking to him on the phone, man, he was just happy as he could be. He was happy. He was so happy. But he had no idea what's about to happen. So he's in the house of mirth right now. But his smile will soon be turned upside down. It'll be soon turned upside down, it's real. You know? So, you know, pretty much this brother, he's always been the type to do it that will. He's in the spirit of Aleister Crowley. Do it that will spirit. You know, and he also said to me with this. He said, I don't knock anybody. He said, whatever a person may do, he said, that's their business. He said, you know, a person that served Buddha, he said, that's good. He said, I don't knock a person like that. He said, a person or people that that worship Islam, he said he have no problem with it. You know, or a person that served that fake Christianity, man, this brother had no idea what's going on. But you know, it's go back to the Most High Yahweh, how he blinded, you know. So enough babbling. So let me go ahead and try to push on through this real quick. So we're gonna go to and all these scriptures is going to line up with this wicked brother that was trying to he was trying to feed me and trying to turn the tables on me to get me to listen to that doctrine, that fake doctrine. You know, he having a good old time going by his business. And his brother's a wicked brother. He's a wicked brother. But you know what I did say to him? I was like, hey man, look, you know, as I listened to him, because I wanted to hear what he had to say. So when I had the right opportunity to let him know, I said, hey man, look, I say today is the last day me and you will ever talk. I say today is the day that I cut you off. Okay, so let me go ahead and get back to the scriptures. Right? So it's going to be Matthews chapter 24 and verse 38. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking. You know what? And that's, Salaki Israel, and that's the spirit that brothers always in. Of drinking and having a good old time. I'm going to start over. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying, giving unto marriage, until the day of Noah entered into the ark. See, they had no idea that the apostles and the elders and the teachers, Starbone Great Millstone, we building a spiritual ark. Hey, look, we crying out. And the other brothers, Akim, that's on down teaching the same likewise doctrine, as it is written, pure and uncut. So we building a spiritual ark, giving you warnings on the RFID chip, okay? Okay, and that wicked vaccine. Hey, the Third World War. You have the race riots. And you have all these events. Okay? Verse 39. And knew not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be, which will be Hamashiach Yahushua, who the word is called Jesus Christ. So, hey, look, so we blowing the trumpet. But, hey, wicked Israel, they don't want to listen. You know, this brother, he tried to convince me to listen to what he got to say. You know, he worshiped idols, and he worshiped other people that worship idols. But I'm speaking straight out of the scriptures, uncut. Okay? But he want me to follow his ways. Hey man, this brother headed straight for destruction. This brother headed straight for destruction. And see, and I have to say this before I go any further. Okay, you have these so-called Christians. They have no idea. They have no knowledge of reincarnation. And they have no idea. Pretty much saying all that to say this. When they hear, because I've said it before, and the Most High, he made it clear to me. He said, look, he said, the next time you say it, because I have made a mistake and I have spoken on it, but I didn't clarify it. So I have said that, you know, that the Most High, he's not going to come down and speak to you. He's going to use his prophets and teachers and the elders to speak. So I put down a few precepts to back up what I was saying. So he corrected me last night. So I had to put a few precepts down. So mention that. So I had to say that because like I have to give you how show me how shy. You know, hey look, all praise, honor, and glory go to you. How show me how shy. Okay, so I had to mention this. So I'm gonna continue to continue with the class. But to continue with the class, just a quick lesson, okay? So I'm going to go to the book of, going to the book of Ezekiel. Because, you know, these brothers, they don't like order. They don't like order. You know, they don't want nobody coming up saying anything to them. You know, to us, to them, we're nobodies. You know? So let's go back out to this wicked brother. Okay? So we're going to go to the book of Ezekiel, chapter 2, and we're going to go to verse 3. And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that have rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me unto this very day. Until this very day. So, you know, so the Most High Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, he sent me to this brother. You know, ultimately, well, I understand, you know, the Most High, he can change us anytime he wants to. But for his destruction. So I cried out to him, and he still gave me pushback. Now understanding that he wasn't resisting me, okay? For they are impudent. They are hard-headed, disrespectful, or salakia. Impudent mean disrespectful. They are disrespectful children. And stiff-hearted, that means hard-headed. And I do send thee, salakia, I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, and whether they will hear, or whether they forbear. For they are a rebellious house. You know, I cried out to this brother for a while. I talked to him longer than I should have talked to him. I should have been cut him out, but I didn't. But I kept talking. Because the Most High, he wanted me to let him know. Yet shall that there had, okay, Salakia. Yet shall know that there had been a prophet among them. See, yet shall they know. So in that day, he going to know. You know, it go back to Israel taking order. So this brother, he think I'm a nobody too. But have no idea. He have no knowledge of reincarnation. He a party animal, party freak. Hey, look, he like Rick James. You know? So I'm just trying to do what Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai say do. Okay? I'm trying to get the bloods off my hands. You know, hey, keep in mind, Israel, hey, look, a little quick lesson. Hey, look, pretty much tied, centered around this demon. Hey, this dude has some heavy demons on him. He had some heavy demons. You know, hey, look, Israel, I ain't gonna lie to you. You know I couldn't do it, but if I could have been face to face with him, I wanted to put hands on him. That's what I want. That's what I wanted to do. But hey, you know what? But that's what I wanted to do. So I couldn't. So okay, so I'm going to keep on. Try to go ahead and breathe through this. A quick lesson. You know, just to let the house of Israel know. Hey man, we have some wicked people among the house of Israel. And this brother's one of them. So we're going to go to the book of Ezekiel. Chapter 3. And verse 17 through 19. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the words at my mouth and give them warning from me. So I kept trying to warn this brother. I kept trying to warn him. using the scripture. I ain't even trying to get him to go get the Bible. He was so wicked, he wouldn't even do that. The Most High said, give them warning from me. I'm just doing what the Most High say do. Okay? Verse 18. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speaketh to warn the wicked from his wicked way. So, I'm knowing he'll party animal. I'm knowing he'll freak. I'm knowing he'll do anything. I'm giving you warning from the Most High. You know what? Okay, let me finish reading this, and then I'm going to expound on what he told me. Okay, I'm going to start over. Verse 18, Ezekiel chapter 18. Okay, now Salaki, verse 3, verse 18. Now Salaki, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning. So I had to tell him what the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahweh said. No speaking to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life. The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, in his sin, which he loved to party, and he loved to chase the ways of the Babylonians, aka Sodom, Egypt, where he look America. But his blood will I require at thy hand. So I had to warn him. Okay? So let me go ahead and finish reading it. Verse 19. So the Most High say, if I don't warn him, but his blood will I require at thy hand. So I had to warn him, but he didn't want to hear it. In verse 19, yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. So I delivered my soul. Even though he didn't want to hear what I had to say, or the Most High, he sent me to talk to him, or speak with him. Now my hands are white clean of the blood. But this is what he said to me. He said, ask me, you know what, but I can't remember exactly what I said to him. I said, hey man, look man, I said, I'm just trying to show you, man, look through the scriptures. And then what he said to me, trying to be sarcastic. So that wicked ass laugh, way full of demons, legion. He say, look, he said, did I call you and tell you to save me? I said, that's not what I said. But he said, but did I call you and ask you to help me? That's what that wicked nigga said. Hey, but look, look, he had no idea. Hey, look, but Israel was heading this way, He had no idea what was heading his way, or was heading his way. And so I asked him, I said, hey, man, look. And so this is what I was trying to show him. I said, hey, man, look. Because, see, this was just before I'm about to cut him off and tell him that I'm done dealing with him. I said, hey, man, well, go get the Bible. Okay, this is what I really wanted to say. When I first started talking with him, I asked him, I said, hey, man, do you believe in the Bible? He said, yeah, I believe in the Bible. Yeah. I said, do you believe everything the Bible say? He said, yeah, I believe it. But here's the thing, Israel. And as our conversation went on, he was talking off the top of his head, and I was putting the precepts. So as more started, he first said he believed in the Bible, but before we got it into our conversation, everything that I was saying to him, and when he was talking off the top of his head, but when he realized that I was putting the precepts of everything that he was saying, and when it started making sense to him, hey, before all said and done, like all the other wicked Christians or fake Christians do. First, he believed in the Bible. Oh man, I don't believe in the Bible now. He said now he don't believe in it because see, the Most High put it up on him, and he saw that I was using the scriptures, and once it started to make sense to him, he ain't believe in the Bible no more. He believe in God now. I say, hey, man, look. I said, who you think wrote the Bible, man? I said, you say you believe in the Bible? But now all of a sudden, now he don't believe in it because it started to make sense to him because he wanted to keep on being wicked as hell. And thinking that if he ignored it, that the Most High ain't gonna put his foot in his ass. Hey, look, that the Most High ain't gonna put his foot in his ass. Hey, man, that dude's sick. But this the reason I was trying to get him to read the Bible or to go get his Bible. But he wasn't gonna get it. So I was going to talk to him through the scriptures. Okay? So this is what I was trying to tell him. And he was trying to get me to listen to that baloney that he believed in. And I was gonna use the scriptures on him. But he didn't want to, but he didn't want to go get it. Then he had nerve to ask me, he said, hey man, after I finished talking to him, I said, man, you done talking. He said, hey, you gonna call me later? Man, I ain't calling you later. But this is what I was gonna show him. So I was gonna have him to read this, but he wouldn't read it. And he kept telling me that he loved me. Okay, we're going to the book of 2 John, chapter 1, verse 6. And this is love, that we walk after his commandments. So I kept asking him, I said, what is love, man? What does love mean? But he kept saying some more off the wall, had something to do with feelings. Okay? And this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is the commandment that as we had heard from the beginning, you shall walk in them. But the main point is this, verse 9. 2 John, chapter 1, verse 9. Whosoever transgresseth and abideth not in this doctrine of Hamashiach Yahushua. So he was trying to get me to listen to all his different philosophies of Buddhism, Islam, and all these different witchcraft doctrine. So like I'm starting over. Whosoever transgresseth and abide not in this doctrine, of the doctrine that I was, preaching to him, had not God, had not Yahweh. He that abide in the doctrine of Hamashiach Yahushua have both the Father and Son. So he don't want anything to do with this true Bible as it is written. He don't want nothing to do with it. So he don't abide in this doctrine. So this is scripture that I was trying to get him. Well, the reason that I was trying to get him to go get his Bible. Okay, verse 10. If there come any unto you and bring not this doctrine, he'll bring me all of them different philosophies. He said he have the utmost respect for Buddhism and Islam and all those different man-made doctrines, and receive him not in your house, neither bid him Godspeed. So I would say, hey man, look, you got to part ways now, So, but I'm gonna start over, verse 10. If there come any unto you and bring not this doctrine, receive him not into your house. If you're not bringing this pure uncut doctrine by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, hey man, me and you have no business dwelling together. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. And this is the reason I asked him to go get his Bible, to give him to serve him his walking papers, to let him know that, hey man, me and you are done. We finished, man. Okay? But he wasn't gonna get it because because by that time he knew that the Bible, but hey, look, that the Bible was going to talk to him, but he didn't want to hear it. Okay? For he that bid him Godspeed and partakers of his evil deeds. So I can't bless you. I can't say, hey man, bless you, brother or sister, if you not abide in this doctrine. I'll be abomination to the Most High. So it'll be like I'm partaking in your wickedness and what I believe in is pure uncut doctrine and tell you, Lord bless you now, man, you must be a fool. Hey, that's what we are, part ways. Hey, me and you part ways from that, man. And then pursuant to John 14 and 15, he kept saying he loved me. If you love me, keep my commandments. But he didn't want to hear. He didn't want to hear what love meant. He kept using his own vain opinion, talking crazy. That dude a lunatic. Okay? But here's the real problem that he have, they don't understand when we tell them he one of those type of brothers. He full of pride. He full of pride, He said to me, he said, man, I ain't finna bow down to no man. Ain't nobody asked you to bow down. That's what he said to me. But not knowing, and I kept telling him, I said, hey man, look, the Most High, he's not fixing to come talk to you himself. He gonna use his men. He gonna use his men to talk. He gonna use his men to talk. And that's what he didn't want to hear. He didn't want to hear. He said, I'm not gonna bow down to no man. But you're not bowing down to no man. And you listen to the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And he's not gonna, like we always say, when I meet the brothers and the true men of the Lord, Most High ain't finna come talk to you. Most High gonna put your ass to death because you're wicked as hell. So we're gonna go. So we're gonna prove through the scriptures. And so this is the reason a lot of Israelites, consider them so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, don't like order because they thinking, they not knowing that the Most High is not gonna come down and talk to them. So I'm gonna go ahead and prove through the scriptures. We're gonna go to the book of Daniel, chapter 9, verse 9. And the main point is verse 10. And the Lord our God, Yahweh, belong mercies and forgiveness to we have rebelled against him. And that's what our wicked Israelite does, consists of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They're not going to hearken to the voice of the Most High Yahweh. Okay, now listen to this. This is how we know. Okay, now listen real close. Verse 10. Neither have we obeyed the voice of the Lord. Okay, we had not obeyed the voice of the Lord. Now, why? This how the Lord, the Most High Yahweh, speak. Our God, to walk in his laws. You have to keep the laws, statutes, commandments, and that's your ability. Okay, which he set before us by his servants, the prophets. That's who he talked through. He talked through his men. So the ones of you wicked Israelites waiting on the Most High to come down and talk to you, he's not fixed to come talk to you. He used his servants, the prophets, and teachers, apostles, and elders. That's who he used. But when y'all hear it, hey, look, our wicked people, they don't like it. But Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, he could tell them to do anything, and they're gonna listen to him. Okay? So I'm gonna prove it even further. And I'm going to go to 2 Kings, chapter 17, and verse 13. Yet the Lord testified against Israel, consists of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and against Judah. Okay? Israel is the northern kingdom. Okay? And Judah is the southern kingdom that consists of the so-called, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, which Judah would be the so-called Negro today. Benjamin would be the so-called Jamaicans, and Levi would be the so-called Haitians. By all the prophets, by all the prophets, and by all the seers, which would be the men of the Lord, okay, saying, turn ye from the evil ways. Like I try to guide this brother, turn from your evil ways, man. Turn back to the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. Okay? But he didn't want to hear it because it came from me. It came from a nobody. And kept my commandments and statutes according to all the law which I commanded your fathers, and which I sent to you by the servant the prophets. You see, the Most High, he's not fixed to come talk to you. He's not fixed to leave his holy throne. Because if he talked to you, he will put you to death on the spot. He's going to give you warning first through his men, his servants, the prophets. Okay? So, I'm almost done. So we're going to go. And let's go back to the wicked brother. He having a good old time. You know. But here's what he has to look forward to. Here's what he has to look forward to, because this wicked brother, is he's wicked. But you 2/3. The 2/3 for a reason. All hell's about to break loose. Okay? And you won't be able to say that you ain't hear it. You won't be able to say it. So we're going to go to the book of Amos. Chapter 5, verse 18 through 20. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. Verse 19. And if any man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into a house, and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Verse 20. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light? Even very dark, and no brightness in it. So, Salakia, hey, woe to you that desire the day of the Lord. If you're not on the right side, you better turn back to your power. You know, better learn who he is, better ask questions. Because time is running out. You know, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, he about to push his agenda. You know, if it's to be a great slaughter in the house of Israel, actually on this land, all over the world, on the four winds of the earth, but mainly the Hebrew Israelites. You know, so hey, so I just had to put this quick lesson together for this wicked brother. You know, but hey, hopefully it was an edifying lesson, and hopefully it reached one of the lost ones, you know, one of the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Hey, look, Barakatah Yahweh, so Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem L'Kakadash. And hey, Israel, I would like to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutation to the whole elect. And all hell is about to break loose, Israel. All hell is about to break loose. Kwam Yasharala, rise Israel, rise. Rise Israel, rise. We got next. Baba Ball, destroy Babylon. Shalom.